Hi Scorpio, Daily Horoscope for May 14, 2023. If the stars have anything to say about it, the day could end up seeming a little bit backwards if you attempt to concentrate all of your emphasis on your job right now. Nevertheless, this does not necessarily imply that you won't be able to enjoy it or that you won't be productive in spite of this, because the intuitive moon is spending the day in Pisces and your 5th house of creativity and romance. You are in a very pleasant mood right now and are probably already looking forward to the weekend even if it is still a few days away. Pisces is ruled by the sign of the fish, and your 5th house is the house of creativity and romance. However, during the course of today, the moon will conjoin karmic Saturn in the same region of your horoscope, which will amp up your impulses to be creative and passionate to an extreme degree. From the looks of things, it isn't going to be very simple to keep your attention focused on the chores that are in front of you, so instead of working, why don't you attempt to clock out as early as possible and go indulge the muse instead? You will be able to return to work under improved weather conditions the following day. The number 5 has the potential to bring disorder and disarray into your life. The horoscope for tomorrow advises Scorpions not to do any rash actions. Instead, it is recommended that they wait until this chaotic period passes. Because the events of today are so hard to foretell, it is likely that there may be some discrepancies, but no one is to blame for this because that is how life works. When the moon is in its declining crescent phase, the metabolic activities in the body begin to slow down. To aid the process of eliminating toxins from your body, you should modify your diet so that it contains a greater percentage of vegetables and fruits and drink more fluids. Now is the time for Scorpios to put their faith in their intuition. People are given the gift of foresight while the moon is in the sign of Pisces, and this helps remove the veil of secrecy that is placed over the future. If you have faith in yourself, you will be able to solve a lot of issues. It is best not to fill strangers in on the specifics of your life if at all possible. The combination of your chatty nature and the many fancies held by others makes for a very explosive substance. Be really cautious. Do you have the impression that maintaining a connection with the enjoyable and exciting aspects of your love relationships comes easy to you? Because the moon is now in Pisces, which is your 5th house of romance, you should ask yourself this pertinent question today. It is so typical for individuals to have far more fun, intimacy, and pleasure at the beginning of a relationship, and for all of that to ultimately begin to fizzle out. However, it is also so common for all of that to eventually begin to fizzle out. A portion of it may be attributed to the organic nature of the way things develop throughout life. However, a significant portion of the excitement and stimulation that comes along with new experiences is due to the fact that they are in large part your responsibility. Ask yourself what it is that you and your spouse can do together that will help bring out the childlike spirit in both of you. At this point in time, it would be a wonderful idea for the two of you to make plans for an activity that each of you considers to be exciting and romantic. Also, how can you let your creative side shine through in the context of the relationships in your life, while at the same time allowing those connections to serve as a source of motivation for you in other aspects of your life? The advice of close friends and family members should be taken seriously, according to the Scorpio love horoscope. It's possible that someone you care about or a fan is attempting to save you from making a mistake that can't be fixed rather than trying to force his viewpoint on you. The energy of the day lends itself well to close personal connections. However, you should avoid diving headfirst into the arms of a stranger since communicating on a casual level is riddled with potential issues. The passion that exists between two people is symbolized by the love vibration of the number 1. Since a strong emotion serves as the foundation for every good relationship, it is essential that you continue to pique the interest of your spouse in you. Do you enjoy joy and pleasure in your job? Do you find that what you do motivates you in any way? As the moon is now located in the sign of Pisces and in the 5th house, which governs your creative self-expression, you should direct your meditation on these pertinent subjects. It is essential that you be able to find fulfillment in the job that you do, otherwise, you run the danger of becoming someone who lives their life in a robotic manner, doing actions in a thoughtless manner without imbuing them with your own and individual flavor. If this is the way things are going at your employment right now, what aspects of your work environment can you modify to bring about a change? You will need to exercise a great deal of restraint and caution tomorrow. When interacting with the authorities, it is best to avoid touching sensitive topics since colleagues may try to provoke you, and there is a possibility that they will try to provoke you. Horoscope career for Scorpio urges not to lose a cheerful attitude. Ignore the challenges and approach the task with responsibility. Doing so will make it easier to bring good fortune and financial gain into your life in the future. When Mercury is in the sign of Taurus, it imparts a sensible mind and a grounded perspective on the circumstances. As a result, you will be able to identify the appropriate answer to previously encountered issues. If you haven't done so before, now is a good time to go through your finances and get a handle on them. Scorpio, today is a fantastic day to open yourself up to an abundance of cash opportunities. Where do you believe you are falling short in terms of the tangible things that you need in your life? Maintain a mindset that is receptive to receiving plenty as well as alternate sources of income. How can you leverage the things that you are passionate about to help you generate more money? Now is the moment to realize that the only place to find genuine safety is inside oneself. Don't expect to find contentment by looking to other people or things. Instead, you, Scorpio, should focus on what's on the inside. If the moon is transiting Pisces at the time, a Scorpio may have feelings that are more spiritually sensitive and contemplative than normal. It is a good time for individuals to concentrate on their internal world and look for methods to establish a connection with their higher selves. Consuming earthy foods like mushrooms, seaweed, and other foods like these might assist one in experiencing a sense of being grounded and focused. Hiking and other types of exercise that take place in natural settings are especially excellent for Scorpios since they enable this sign to forge a connection with the natural world and gain mental clarity. Obsidian is a good option for crystals for Scorpios since it may assist them in letting go of bad energy and getting in touch with their intuition. To connect with their inner aspirations and objectives, they may also engage in the practice of visualization or one of the other kinds of manifestation. Tomorrow, your body will have to put in a lot of effort. Anything other than lounging about on the sofa, such as swimming, doing yoga, or lifting weights. Your health horoscope for the sign of Scorpio suggests that you should be very active, and that any kind of exercise will be beneficial. You may do some light housework or go for a stroll, but the most important thing is that you keep moving about. During the time that the moon will be traveling through the sign of Pisces, it is important to lighten the weight that is placed on the legs, as the feet will be particularly susceptible to injury. Joints may experience swelling, inflammation, and deformity as a result of the condition. Foot massages and warm foot baths are two of the most effective treatments during this time period. This is the type of day when your sexual life might take a turn for the serious. However, whether or not that serious aspect is a good thing or a negative thing is really up to you, so you should keep your choices open as you go through the hours that are ahead of you. As the perceptive moon spends the day in Pisces, which is also the sign that rules your exciting fifth house of romance and passion, you are feeling more than prepared to put yourself out there and show others what you're made of. This already intense monthly cycle will get an additional dose of fated energy when the moon forms a forceful conjunction to Saturn in the same sector of your chart over the course of the day. This will add to the overall intensity of the cycle. Those you bring into your universe have a purpose to be there, at least as far as Saturn is concerned. The people you engage with won't be flings that don't last or the other half of your two ships that pass in the night. The only question that has to be answered is why. I wish you a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.